Okay, van is unloaded, and you saw we got a couple shelves, got a display unit, and a lot of cool things. And we're gonna go over some of the highlights of this haul, of this pick. We had a really good day. So glad you joined us on this edition of Pickin Weeds Vintage.
Downton Abbey was next. Number 9 was Brian and Charles, which is picking up some momentum here. It's another indie movie.
So we had a really good weekend in sales. Very happy that we're taking a whole bag full of goodies. This is a reseller. That's good. 8 sales over the weekend. Yay. Today's a holiday, it's Juneteenth. We'll have to come back another day, probably tomorrow, and mail these out. Alright, so we just cleaned up the 2 shelves, paid $1 each for them, and I just took a rag and I wiped them down. You can go crazy with it, but I just got all the cobwebs and try to get as much of the rust off. So Rust-Oleum, it's a pretty full can. Got this at the thrift yesterday. That's another thing too, with prices going up with everything, you know, not just at the grocery store, not just at the gas station, but also, you know, spray paint. So to get a full can for $3, I think that's still a pretty good deal. So we're gonna do one hunter green, and the other we're gonna do yellow, sunburst yellow, not just regular yellow, but sunburst yellow. So let's put it on time warp and let's spray paint these. Got to do it on a day where there's hardly any wind. Yesterday it was 10 to 20 mile an hour winds, and it was just not conducive for spray painting. But today is only 5 miles an hour, maybe up to 10. Right now it's like 6 or 7 miles per hour, so I think we'll be okay. Right, Ollie? Rubbish roll. I'm done. Ready to spray paint? Wow, the bee balm, the Monarda is starting to really come up. That's a July perennial, and the hummingbirds love bee balm, especially the red. That's a natural attractor. Okay, so we did a good job with the green. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of in the shade. Maybe bring out the sun. The yellow, we ran out. So I think I might have a touch-up one in there. But look at the green, the hunter green. Looks really, really sharp. Again, for $1. And then we spent $3 on the can of spray paint. It just looks really, really nice. And I'm very happy how these turned out. I'm gonna see if I can find the other yellow to touch that up, but it's in much better condition than it was when we first purchased them yesterday at the flea. Night and day difference, huh? And it's funny too, I thought I didn't have as much in the green and the yellow the yellow felt fuller, and yet I ran out of yellow. You can see it's kind of splotchy. So you can never tell. It's amazing what a can of spray paint can do. Okay, well, hey pickers, we are here. It's after 5 a.m. and we're back at Roots, and we're really close to the silos. We're right by the train tracks, so that is very cool. And we got a really nice big spot. Kathy hooked us up. It's a deep spot and it's a nice space, so we're gonna fill it. Time to unload and get set up. It's gonna be a good day. Okay, we're just about set up here, ready to go, and we got a nice big spot today. We got some glassware, summer refreshment, some mason jars, some ball jars, little Donald Duck action, some hand painted artwork for the garden, for the yard, some hot peppers when you're making a burger on the grill. And we got a nice setup today here at Roots. A little bit of clouds moving in, but you know, it's still gonna be a great day. I already had 2 sales and they were for big items, which seems to be a trend. We're just doing a smaller dollar table today. In fact, I probably could have brought a couple more things for the dollar store. Oh, we brought our goose today. So we got our Canadian goose. He's keeping an eye on the booth. And we sold Winnie the Pooh, and we sold Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. So I figured he would not last. But it's a fun day here at the Flea. And I'm so glad that you joined us on this edition of Pickin' Weeds Vintage. And Porky Pig's here with us too, so that's always good. And hopefully the force will be with us. My friends, good to see you.
You too. That almost look like it was made from a sackcloth.
It does. I know. I kind of like that look.
It did get wet though.
I know.
Neat.
It is neat. And it looks like it has the original Star Wars look from 1977.
Yeah,
I don't think it is,
like
but if you look, there's a
know.
tag on the side. Oh yeah, and I have 2 cat thingies if you would like to.
Okay.
Let me, I did bring them along.
Porky Pig.
But that's all, folks.
Hey, you did that pretty good.
That's not what I love about first.
Okay. Praying hands. I always love those. I'm sorry, I was thinking about my cat again, and I wish I could text my cat.
See, that's you. You're always thinking about the cats.
Yes. But they'd be good for the auction.
Yeah.
How much you want for them?
Well, I paid $1.75, so how about just $2 since you're doing it to the auction?
Okay.
Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Awesome.
You
know what? That's absolutely perfect.
It is, and it's not like I don't pick up cat statues anymore because they all have the cat statues.
Right. But that's newer.
Huh?
That's newer. It's a different.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, this is great. I love this kind of stuff.
Yes. That's on my dollar table too, by the way.
Yeah, I love that kind of
it's
stuff.
It's just different. I thought so.
Stuff, it's different for the auction.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you have cat people and everybody, like, they want to donate cat statues. And it's like, if we get them for Christmas or birthdays, whatever, people give them to us all the time. So you have 300, so if you have an auction, the last thing you're going to bid on is cat statues.
Right. By the way, the Cocoa Pebbles, the Flintstones, I saw the Fruity Pebbles.
Did you?
And you posted it on your Facebook, and then I
saw that.
It's so funny because I took a picture of that like 2 weeks before.
Did you?
And then when you put that, I was like, I'm gonna, because I never saw that ice. Was the ice cream good?
No.
I was just gonna say it probably was heavily sugared.
It wasn't bad. Hey, if anybody needs a wood now,
Something to wrap around it.
and if you see anything in here that you would like, please get it.
The mouse.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
All right, thanks for your service.
Thank you.
Oh, these
Happy
are
picking
really
today.
cool.
Yeah, I have 10 each, and I'll do 2 for 15 if you want to buy both.
I have no use for
Yeah,
them,
but they're old school, aren't they?
They are.
The tops?
You know, they're great. They're cassette holders, aren't they? What do they hold? No, they hold cards.
Baseball cards or
Yeah.
sports cards?
And I mean, you can tell they're vintage. You can tell they got age on them.
Yes.
So, which is great. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you.
Oh, he's cool.
He's made in Japan.
Yeah.
I got 15 on him.
Yeah. Yeah, me, I'm the toy thing.
I know, that's your thing.
You know,
I always have my eyes open for toys.
I do like this stuff. I wouldn't lose it.
I know. Sometimes you just set up and you want to put big things, oversized things. Did you see my goose?
Yeah,
Just to bring-
I did.
Just to bring people into the booth.
Exactly.
See, now my
Now,
Heineken flag is covering him.
lots and lots and lots of smalls. That also brings them in.
Correct.
Because they're wondering if you're too dumb to have any gold in there. I love the goose. There's a goose. Okay.
See the goose? And his head.
And his head moves. What the hell do they do with them?
Actually, believe it or not, there's a chair underneath there, and it's for a hunter, I think.
Okay.
But they discontinued it. I bought this at Williams Grove, and the guy said they don't make them anymore, Cabela's. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I like oversized items.
Yeah, I know. Me, I like tiny items.
I'm an oversized Muppet. Waka waka.
Well, I like tiny items.
Yes.
You know, because tiny items are a lot easier to carry.
Well, that's a good point, but it's
But
also...
when you put them all together, they're a lot heavier than some of this stuff.
Exactly. It reminds me of that commercial from the 70s. You got my chocolate and my peanut butter. You got my peanut butter and my chocolate.
Oh, I
Do you
forgot
remember that?
about that one.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
Reese's peanut butter cups?
yeah, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. That was a great commercial.
Yes, it was. All right, Tracy, have a great day.
You too. Sell out.
You too, thank you. Humane, like they have Animal Rescue League, they have the Humane Society, SPCA.
But they have a store.
And they have a store, yeah, because they also have a regular humane place where they, you know.
I'll probably come up and write it down from you.
Yeah, but it's only Thursday through Sunday.
That's how a lot of them are. Some of them, they're closed on Monday, some closed.
I know, yeah. But it's all volunteers.
Yeah, yeah.
Their prices are amazing.
All right.
Good luck today. Thank you. Hey, friend, how are you? Good.
They want it again.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's the kind of thing where, it's like if you like that.
Did you see Paul McCartney turned 80 over the weekend on Saturday? And he was at MetLife, and I think Bon Jovi, or the stadium there, Bon Jovi sang Happy Birthday, and Bruce Springsteen came up and did a duet. I thought that was awesome.
He was playing at in Baltimore Orioles Stadium.
Was he?
And Ringo actually was in Baltimore at the same time, and my two friends paid $400 a ticket to
Oh
go
my
see him.
gosh.
They were hoping Ringo would
come up on the stage.
Never happened though.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
and do like today it's your birthday or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
That would have been.
That's neat. Yeah. I saw Ringo in Reading at the Sovereign Performing Arts Center.
He did, right downtown.
Yeah, but that was a great lineup. You had Todd Rundgren, I don't want to work, I want to bang on a drum. I knew all those songs.
Oh, God,
Guy
yeah.
from Toto.
Yeah.
I mean, they were all hits.
Hold your head up. Boom. I'll tell you, he was touring this year with Edgar Winter.
Okay, yep.
And he was doing a tribute to his brother who died.
Oh, wow.
Of course, he's an albino, right?
Yes,
Edgar Winter.
yes.
But he's got Frankenstein. He's got Free Ride.
Yep.
And they had to replace him for a couple of weeks because he got the COVID.
Yes, I saw that. You guys need a price on anything, let me know. Yeah, I did see that story that he was sidelined and had to reschedule.
Yeah.
Well, Mick Jagger.
Yeah,
Remember that? Because it was in Amsterdam, I think. And did you see, there's a YouTube video, the guy felt bad for him. He goes, hey everybody, I know that you're waiting for the show to start, but Mick just tested positive an hour and a half ago. He said, sorry, concert's canceled. I was like, I can't believe. I felt so bad, but there weren't that many boos. I thought there'd be more boos.
I was worried when down in Baltimore, you're talking about a what, 30,000? They can't fill the Orioles Stadium. They got 30,000 people in there, maybe more.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to pour that night, but it didn't.
Wow.
He got very, very lucky because they can't reschedule.
No.
They're jammed.
Correct.
You know? I mean,
correct.
And then he's doing 36 songs in his concert.
Wow, that's
80 years old.
I know.
He's doing 36
and he's still running around. He's got his Nikes on. And he's running up and down on the stage. I mean, he's in better shape than I am. I'm 54.
He may be immortal. I'm not
I
quite
know.
sure, but he might be.
And the funny
immortal.
thing is, out of the 4 Beatles, if you remember his childhood, he was always sick.
Ringo was the worst.
He was the worst. He was hospitalized a lot, and yet look at how he's aged. I mean, looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I have remember they made 8 tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Sears made a thing called the 4-track.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there were 2, 2, and 2, and they made little gold labels with Herman's Hermits, but they had a couple of Beatle ones.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
Kent at one time had some of them rubber sole on the car.
Yeah.
I bought every one he had for $10. And I sold 30 or 40 bucks.
Oh, wow, that's
they
great.
Were very rare.
Yeah. What did he used to say? Oh, brother. Is that what he said?
I don't know.
I used to always watch those specials when they came on the television in the 70s. Yeah. All right, guys. Good to see you. Thank you again.
Yeah, you ever walk up on my stand, just remind me who you are.
Where are you at? Over here.
No. I only do a couple of shows.
Okay, very good. I'll look for you. And what is your main thrust again? Main interest? What do you set up with?
Antiques and collectibles.
You got it. I'll look you up, Al. Thank you. Oh, absolutely. It's a rush.
The best part about it is the people you meet.
Absolutely.
It's insane. You go to Brimfield?
I have been there, but we went to
Never
pick.
set
We didn't
up?
go there to set
Oh,
up.
dude,
No,
I
that's
set
on our
up.
list to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've set up up there for 10 years. Like, I do
Which
May,
one do you go? Because there's the May, there's the summer, there's the fall, right?
Yeah, all 3 of them.
Do you? Yeah.
My son still goes up.
Now, when you go up, do you do just one field, or
Yeah,
do you do?
You know, I'm not the that spends like $10,000 because it's $375 to set up.
Yeah.
It's not jump change.
And are they different individual owners? Like it's so and so. Yeah.
Mays is the original. 1951 or 2. He started that. Martha Mays' dad started that.
Okay.
In his little yard there, he started a little flea market.
Yep.
And that's what he.
That's
evolved.
amazing.
Like, where'd you get this? Who made that?
All right, so I picked this at a thrift store, and
Where
you ever
at?
go to Jubilee in Lebanon?
Never.
They have a whole chain. There's like
You know what this one reminds me of?
Of the Woodsy Owl?
No, Tootsie Roll.
Oh, how many licks does it take to get to this? I know. That's what everybody keeps saying.
So, okay, we're gonna put that on my file.
Oh, great. All right.
Buy that. I have to buy stuff that's small and flat.
Yes,
because I don't have a van anymore.
I do have a stork over there too. That's another
I know,
hand painted.
I saw that.
I saw that owl in there that day.
Yes, he's fun. I like oversized stuff. I'm a little bit oversized, so yep, give a hoot. That's right.
Don't pollute.
That's right. That was the original environmental movement,
Yeah,
right?
I
We
know.
were boys in the 70s.
How much is Steve Rose?
You know what? I had 7, but you're buying a bunch. I'll do 5 of them. You got it. $4 for that whole box.
That's because Gordon Giamatti didn't like it.
Yeah. That's our dollar table today.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it when I figured it. I found that out about a week ago.
Oh, he is the actor?
Yeah, the Giamatti that was like played that Blue movie. And,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
he's got kind of a quirky.
I think I know who you mean. Yeah.
That's his son.
Oh, wow. That's very interesting.
I need to say his name. I always had trouble saying that.
You know what? I haven't set up yet at Renninger's, but I definitely picked there. I know this guy set up at Renninger's.
How come I never saw you?
I don't go there every single Sunday. I do go to the Kutztown one as well.
Oh, okay.
Hey, puppy, how are you?
You setting up for the Strive?
No, when's that?
This weekend.
Oh, is it?
But it's the summer. It's not the greatest.
Yeah,
I'm
kind
not
of
paying
light on the
50
crowd.
bucks.
It only takes one guy to come in the booth to make it great.
Exactly. You're right. So 25 and 5, we got 32. And I want to make it even 35. Yep.
Keep me in mind. It could be a year from now. Just let me.
I do this about.
Yeah.
I look at the weather.
Yeah.
I try not to play.
Hey, friend, how are you?
Bowler.
Exactly. Like you said, the right person on the right day. I haven't been here a little bit. How you guys been?
All right.
Yeah, when there's rain in the forecast,
Yeah.
Like that one day, it rained for like 5 minutes and it was sunny, and I thought, why didn't I set up?
Yeah, I know. I do that all the time here, and I'll talk to people, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's the best day I had in a long time."
I know.
I'm like, shut up! Just lie to me.
Right.
Well, I gotta go pay this other guy.
Yeah, no worries. I'm here. Good morning.
Yeah, that's all good. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic.
Good. Okay, so we redid some of the booth. I noticed that when I had the tables going this way, it was preventing people from coming in, so we took the artwork out and we moved everything over to this table and the other table, and so it opens it up a little bit more and gets more people to come in and check it out. So looks like the sun is trying to come out. It's a beautiful day on this first day of summer. We're getting ready for the train.
Take the two, I'll do $30.
And it'll be here before you know it.
It's still early.
I know, sometimes it feels like it's, you know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You look at your clock and it's like 9:45. I was here after 5. And you didn't get here that much after me. I mean, maybe it was, what, 5:30, 5:45, 5:30-ish?
5:30.
Yeah, so, you know. Yes. You find stuff like that at a thrift store. Like I said, like recognition of 5 years, and it'll have like a Coke bottle framed, you know what I mean? And people just, they collect Coke. Their whole basement is Coke or Pepsi or Diet Pepsi, whatever. We just picked a really cool piece. The beret is very cool. We picked a special dark, and it was in the lucite, and they made like a pen, like a...
Yeah, this one is wool. It's a wool balloon.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
late 40s. And it's got the
That's cool. Yeah, I like advertising that kind of stuff. Happy first day of summer. It arrived at 5 a.m.
Roseville.
Today's the longest daylight hour day of the whole year. So enjoy every little bit. It's going to be light till after 9 o'clock tonight. But then after that, every day it goes a little bit more the other way. That's a cigar box, but people use it for other things. If you smell it, you can actually smell it.
What's the one that
I haven't seen you in a little bit.
I saw firework. I thought it was firework.
Is that what I thought it was? Yeah, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? How you been, Joe?
All right, how about you?
I'm doing good. I haven't been here because you know what? Training. Well, that's a nice one because it has the actual.
You got a tag on it.
It doesn't usually have the tag, as you know, because you're a coach.
I've got a couple.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. As always, thanks for your service.
I like that too, but boy.
Oh yeah.
Are they all
When I
$5?
say it's not
That's it.
Oh yeah. Hi.
Something with what is the other one?
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to stop by today. I actually had a Coke. It looked like an old Coke machine, but it was a Foot Locker. And I thought of you, but I took it to lease court. The guy, as soon as I set it up, he bought it right away. But I was like, oh, I bet you Joe would also like this too.
All right, I would, but thank you.
Yep, well, I'm going to keep my eyes open for you, my friend.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Happy picking today.
Oh, good morning.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Happy first day of summer.
Yeah, thanks.
Today it arrived at 5 a.m.
Just keep the heat away.
I know that. If it could stay like it was this morning, nice and cool,
Yeah.
the breeze, I'm okay with that.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
So play the middle there.
nice. Yeah.
But I did see the bass that I gave Ronald.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so we're all lined up and we're getting ready for the train is coming. exciting to see the train come here at Roots in beautiful Manheim Township, Lancaster County. There it goes. Now it'll swing back again this afternoon, and I'm going to do the same thing. Run out here, but yeah, we're really starting to pick up here, and there's more people coming out. Looks like the sun's trying to come out. We're having a good day so far, and the crowds are here despite the overcast condition. And we're getting more people in the booth ever since I moved that table around. It kind of was acting as a barrier, and that's something else I encourage too. When you're set up, it's good to constantly refresh and to change things around. And sometimes that means moving a table, or putting a different area together out front, and put something else out there if that's not working, it's not selling. But it's been steady, and we're selling some big items too, and we're seeing some old familiar faces, some friends. We just saw Joe the Coke guy, and he bought a Coke bank from us with the original tag, and we're meeting some new friends as well here at the Flea.
Can I see the Jeepers Creepers thing again? It's just haunted.
What do I have on that?
I think it was 10.
Awesome. You want to do 8?
Sounds good.
All right, great. I think it's kind of neat because it reminds you of the bicentennial, but yet it has all the way around the different flags. You know what I mean?
I think it's really cool too.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you like that. I like retro and old stuff.
Oh, so do I.
Okay, out of 10, let's get you 2 back. I get your bag.
I could probably just stick it here though.
Okay, that works for you. Great. Thank you so much. You enjoy.
Alrighty, we will. Thank you.
Happy first day of summer.
Hey, yes.
It arrived today at 5 a.m.
At least it's not 90 degrees.
I know. I like it when there's a nice breeze.
I do too.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
I mean, I love summer, but when it gets 90,
I'm with you 100%. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Happy picking.
Thank you.
Okay.
Happy first day of summer.
Yeah, isn't it glorious?
Yes.
Woke up before dawn, didn't want to miss any of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. I was up at 3:30.
You beat me?
Well, the thing is, my alarm is set for 4, but when I have a show to do, I get excited and I get up earlier. Those are 2 for $1 of the pins, and that's our dollar table right there. All right, so we have a sell going over us right now, and it is 10:48. Actually, we're having a good day. It's a shame because we are getting some good sales, and we covered a lot of our stuff so it doesn't get ruined. It's funny because the days I don't set up here, it's been probably, what, 3 weeks, maybe even a month, and it's been kind of iffy. And then today I come set up and it rains, but it's just a sprinkler. I got 10 each on those. If you buy both, I'll do 15 for the pair. I got 10 on him. He's clean inside.
Can you bid it out for me?
I certainly can. Uh-oh. He's been falling down all day. Don't worry about him. Yes, I do. I do have newspaper.
All right, man. I think you dodged the bullet.
Yeah, I think it's not too bad. It seems like it was just a spritzer.
I could use a spritzer right about now. I'm gonna wrap each one.
So that wasn't too bad. Sold a couple mugs. He took a pass on the Baltimore Orioles cooler. Just wanted to give me 5. I think it's worth more than that, just because it is old school. Even if it has a crack on the top, it still can be used, and your liquid refreshments can be kept cold. But that's what the market's all about. You can't take it personally when, you know, somebody tries to dicker you down. It's just like, okay, this is what I paid for it, and that's what they're willing to pay for it, so we didn't strike a deal. But there's a lot of times where you do strike a deal, so you can't get all bent out of shape, and just try to keep your stuff dry so it doesn't lose value. And like I said, it's a spritzer. We're not going to melt like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. Happy summer. It arrived at 5 a.m. this morning. At 5 a.m. this morning, the summer arrived.
That's right.
So this is the longest daylight hour day of the whole year.
I know, I tell my wife. After today, I don't like it because the days get
Correct.
shorter.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
And she goes, "Is today the day?" I said, "Yes, today's the day."
Well, the thing is, sometimes it's like 8:30, 8:45. Oh, we better eat dinner because it's deceiving. You know what I mean? You think that it's not as late as it is.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But it's just a spritzer, so that's not too bad.
Yeah. Well, they said it might.
Yeah, they did 15% chance. So.
And they said it's not hard rain.
Yeah. So exactly, it's not terrible.
Like
when it says 90% chance is when you don't gotta worry.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Did you find a space?
I did.
Oh, good.
But when it says 15%,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
But 24 and above, don't worry about it.
I know. It's
Under
crazy.
24, it pours.
I know. That's how it usually goes. Everything's $1 on that table. All the mugs. Thanks for stopping by, sir. Happy day. Have a good day. I got 20, and it also has the sand. Are you? Yeah, see, I did too, but I feel like this is just to sell, and they said in a half an hour it's supposed to get sunny again.
But I don't know.
See, that's the thing. Are people going to stay away now that they've started spritzing?
Some people will. A lot of crowd like we had.
I know. I was thinking, is that you know it?
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is I didn't come last Tuesday because it was raining like for 5 minutes where I'm from at 6 a.m. and then it was fine. But now today it was sunny and it's like it starts doing this, so you can't win. Yeah, those are those old Topps sports card holders from the 70s. All right, my friend. Happy rest of the day. Hope you do well. Talk to you next time. Red, white, and blue pansies. I like it. Okay, so the rain has stopped. We had like 2 waves of showers, and we're back up. And it seems like the crowd has stayed. A lot of the dealers, though, I was surprised at how many people already called it a day. But we're still set up, and a lot of my neighbors decided to set up. You can see there's people still enjoying their lunch right now, and we were happy. How you doing? Good to see you. Happy summer. See our flag out there. We're all set up. What do you think, Mark? Are we going to get a second wave of people now that the sun has come out? That's a cool table. I hope so too. It's too early to call it a day. What's that? Oh, did they have a bus? Does that help a lot of times?
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
They bring them here. They're going to see David, you know, down there.
Oh, yeah, at the Sight and Sound. That's cool. So they just came over here?
They stopped in here first.
That's nice. Hey, bring another bus.
Yeah. I think they had 2.
Okay, great.
That's why we got that big wave.
Is that what it was from the bus? Okay, that's interesting to know that. Got some runner sleds here. This is a great booth. And that's Mark and Brenda. We saw them over at Williams Grove. He had the 19th century jail door. Charlie Manuel, what a great manager for the Philadelphia Phillies. We're selling some of our flowers. We sold our owl, so now we got the stork. And we got a special on the puzzle art. We're doing $1 for the puzzle art. And we got rid of a lot of dollar table stuff. I should have probably brought more, and I didn't realize I was going to have such a big booth today. I got upgraded at the last minute. I was supposed to be out in the field, and it was a small corner spot. So we're happy that the sun is out. All right, what started out kind of on the dreary side has definitely picked up. Started out, it rained twice, and we had to cover everything and unload the van twice. But we're doing good. We're having a good day, and I can't complain. Our dollar table is very bare, and we sold some big ticket items as well. And we're really having fun here. at the Roots Flea Market. It's officially summer, and what do they say? Summertime and the living's easy. So I'm very happy with today, but we're still gonna hang in there. So it's after 1 o'clock and we're still doing good. Mark just said, Mike, the train's coming, the train's coming. It's kind of cool that people here at Roots know that I like to film the train. And we really appreciate all of the subscribers that we have, even some fellow pickers like Mark and Brenda who are set up out here, and many others as well. As we anticipate the train coming by, we saw it go out, and now here it comes back. Let's go zoom in and see what's going on here. Oh yeah, yeah, you gotta get the train in there to whistle. All right, Picker, so it is 3 o'clock, or almost 3 o'clock. We had a tremendous day. We had great neighbors. We had Ron to this side, we had Brian to that side, we had Mark across the way. We stuck it out and we had a good day. So it was a lot of fun. And so far this season, we're doing much better than we did last season. We sold our Coke cooler, we sold the owl, a lot of the oversized stuff. So I am extremely happy, and some of the smalls as well. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. I'm Mighty Mike. Happy picking, everybody. I'll see you, Brian. Yeah, I'll see you next time. That's my yellow submarine. Speaking of the Beatles, you know that I've had this in the back, and people said, how much for the yellow submarine? I said, that's my lunch. That's my cooler.
That's right.
It's actually Igloo. It's $40. It's newer, so it's not like a vintage.
But still cool.
It's still cool, yeah.